scams, and ripoff tactics. Yes, that's the topic of the day, man. Number one, when you ask for the price and they give you vague answers, they don't know what to say. You're basically asking for the price of a service and they don't know what to say. They don't know the price. When they start to think about the answers, it's a scam. Yes, it is. You should know the price directly. You don't have to think. You don't have to count. You don't have to ask your boss. You should know the price. It's your service. It's your product. For example, I took the public transport, what is it called? Tuk-tuk. And I asked, how much is it to go to Paje? And he started acting like this. Man, give me the price, man. Why are you scratching your head? You don't know the price? Trying to scam me. One guy said 10,000. The other guy said 5,000. So I had to wait and wait and wait for the right person because I know the price. I know the price already. It's 800. So why are you charging me 10,000? Because you're a scammer, that's it. You really think that I'm stupid. The reason that I ask every time for the price, even when I know the price, is to vet the people. You understand? It's to look for mistakes. It's to look for the pitfalls and the traps and the scams and the scammers. You understand? It's basically a survival mechanism. If I know the price, I will still ask for the price because I want to hear it from his mouth. You understand? So if you ask the price and they start to think and they start to hesitate and they start to avoid the question and they start to scratch their head, it's a scam, man. Another tactic that they have is when they tell you, oh, give me what you got. Oh, it's up to you. When people tell you that, it's a scam, man. It is a scam. Let me tell you a story to illustrate my point. So I was at the beach last time, and I asked the guy who was selling coconuts. I asked him, in his free time, how much would he charge me to be my cameraman for 1 hour? And he said, oh, no problem, I'll do it for you. I said, how much? How much? Respond to the question. Direct question, how much? Oh, no, it's up to you and everything like that. I said, wait a minute. If it's up to me, what if I give you $1 for 1 hour? Would you accept? No. So give me your price. Oh, I'll think about it. I said, no problem, think about it. And tomorrow I will come back and ask you for the price. Okay? So I come back the next day, and you know what he says? He said to me, I will charge you $50 to be your cameraman for 1 hour. When he told me that, I thought he made a mistake. So I say, did you say 50 or 15? He said 50 because he started to draw a 5 and a 0 in the sand. Okay? And I started to lose my mind when he said 50 because I said, wait a minute, do you actually know what is $50? Do you actually know that? Apparently you don't. Because in Zanzibar, you rent a car for $25 per day. And you're going to charge me $50 to hold my camera for 1 hour? Scammers. The first thing that you said was, oh, give me whatever you got. And then the second thing that you're talking about is, give me $50 per hour. You understand? You do not know the value of things. You do not know the value of $1. You don't. And why do you charge me in dollars anyway Do you really think I have dollars with me right now? You understand? It's a scam tactic. I need you to justify why you're charging me $50 per hour. And then he said, oh no, it's okay, give me $30. Are you serious? So you went from, give me whatever you got, it's up to you, to $50 to $30. And of course I left. I didn't accept the deal. I left without saying goodbye. I left angry. If you actually try to scam me, man, it's over. It's over. I'm not coming back to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm leaving on the spot. Scammers have one thing in common. They disrespect your intelligence all the time. They really think that everybody, every tourist, 100% is void of critical thinking. They do think that every tourist is incapable of identifying a scam. Next one, bartering in the 21st century. It's not necessary. It's outdated. It's medieval. Yes, we don't need that anymore. So let me explain the art of bartering. To barter is giving a ridiculous price from the start and hoping that the other person will not flinch. Okay, and it goes like this. For example, you charging somebody $25 for 5 bananas. And they say, oh no, 25 is too much. So you say, okay, give me 20. The other guy say, oh no, I will give you 10. And you say, okay, give me 15. And they say, okay, I will give you 12. And then you say, no, give me 14. And then that's bartering, negotiating basically. You understand? So, I mean, it's the 21st century. You don't need all that. Give me the price. If I have the money, I will pay. If I don't, I just bounce. That's it. Talking about 50. Oh no, 25. Oh no, 49. Oh no, 26. Oh no, 27. Oh no, give me 39. I don't have all day. It's not the Middle Age. It's the 21st century. We have phones, we have calculators, we have all that. Give me the listed price, but there's no listed price. That's another middle-aged tactic to rip you off, man. How do I know the price of things? Bartering, negotiating, haggling all the time. Taxi rides, fruits, activities, clothes. First of all, you're wasting my time. You're wasting my energy. And at the end of the day, I will not even pay. I have another one. When people take you to the side and try to speak low, trying to hide from the public, trying to hide from the other merchants, trying to hide from everybody, it's probably a scam. It's probably illegal. If it's not a scam, why would you take me to the side? I will take you to the dark alley. Why don't you want to speak here? Why do I have to jump through 1,000 hoops just to make a deal? Why do I have to go commando style just to buy something? You give me the price, you show me the product. If I like it, I purchase. If I don't, I don't. That's it. They're basically trying to isolate you. They're trying to take you to the side so people don't see, so you don't have any support, so you don't have no witness. Okay, another one is when they dismiss on purpose extra costs, extra charges, extra fees. So it goes like this. You pay the price. You agreed on a deal. And in the middle of the ride, out of nowhere, they tell you, oh, but I have to pay the toll. Oh, I have to pay the taxes. Oh, I have to pay the parking fees. So you have to give me the money. But I said, wait a minute. We agreed on the price. I paid the fees already. Oh, but no, that was just the first price. But you have to pay extra. It is too much, man. They always hide costs, fees, taxes, charges. They always do that. That's a scam. You agree on the price and you say, okay, I will come back tomorrow and pay for whatever service. And then they say, so you come back tomorrow and then you give them the money. And then they talk about, oh no, I have to talk to my boss. So they go to another room, they talk to the boss. And when they come back, the price is different. The price has doubled. Scammers are very unpredictable, very unstable. You cannot predict anything. So you have to be prepared for all risks. Another one has to deal with the fact that, man, they don't give you the change. And they hope that you will forget, that you will leave the restaurant without your change. Yes, that's another tactic that they have. So let me explain how it goes. You pay for the food, and then they say, no problem, I will give you the change when you finish. So you eat, and it takes hours sometimes because they take 2 hours to fix your meal. So by the time you receive the food, by the time you finish eating, you have spent 3 hours in the restaurant and you have totally forgotten about your change. And that's what they hope. They hope that you forget so that you leave without your change. Another way that they pull this off is, oh, I don't have the change. So it takes them a lot of time to find the proper change. And that's annoying. And they hope that you'll say, okay, keep the change. They really hope that. You have to remain hyper-vigilant at all times. And that's very exhausting. It is exhausting. You cannot enjoy your vacation if you're hyper-vigilant all the time. It's not possible. You understand? That's why I'm so upset. I'm so upset, man. I'm tight, depressed, hypervigilant. Okay? I can't take it. You don't believe? No problem, man. Pick up a plane ticket and come over here, man. You will see what time it is. You cannot do anything, man. Paperwork, scam. Visa application, scam. Mandatory health insurance, $44, scam. Let me tell you something. If you manage to stay in Zanzibar without ever getting scammed, man, you are a superhero or a superhero, and you have my respect.